In Season 7 of Game of Thrones, Arya, played by Maisie Williams, returns to Winterfell after fleeing King's Landing in the first series, traveling around Westeros and training as a faceless assassin in Bravos. When she arrived at the gates of her home, she was stopped by the guards who did not believe she was Arya Stark. They went on to note that Lady Stark would not wish to be troubled by the youngster making false claims about the family. Now, Reddit user Charles the Bold has pointed out a minor plot hole regarding the scene, which many fans may have missed. When Arya is arguing with the stupid guards at Winterfell, they mention Lady Stark being in charge and Arya is trying to figure out which woman that could be. They wrote, but Arya mentioned the deaths of Catelyn and Talisa while she was disguised as a Frey, so who could Lady Stark be but Sansa? There aren't any other Stark women. One fan insisted it was not a blunder, but Arya was simply confused to hear Sansa. Sophie Turner called Lady Stark. Extremely simple answer, they replied. She's not used to hearing Sansa called that, and was briefly confused by the situation. About Game of Thrones, Arya Stark was surprised to find Sansa Stark at Winterfell. Game of Thrones, the Arya Stark plot hole was spotted by a fan Friday, January 26, 2018. The Game of Thrones cast and crew pictured in 2013. The hardest thing about the show ending is that I'll never get to be Arya again. Game of Thrones star Maisie Williams another argued, she probably thought Sansa was still in King's Landing being held by the Lannisters, and was probably pleasantly surprised to find a Stark held Winterfell. A third added, she didn't know that Sansa was in charge of Winterfell, she thought it was Jon who is ruling, that's why she was confused. It comes after Maisie Williams opened up on leaving Game of Thrones as Arya Stark. Speaking to InStyle magazine, she explained, the hardest thing about the show ending is that I'll never get to be Arya again. Getty Game of Thrones, Maisie Williams said it will be hard to leave her Arya Stark role. Thursday, July 20, 2017. Maisie Williams as Arya Stark in Season 7 of Game of Thrones. About Game of Thrones, Maisie Williams stars as Arya Stark in the HBO series. For a long time, we felt like the same person, but now that I'm older, I've grown into a different person and found other stories to my personality, but I do wish she shaped me to be more fearless in the industry, the 21-year-old added. Honestly, no matter what else I work on, I'll miss playing her. Game of Thrones is expected to return to HBO and Sky Atlantic in 2019.